And welcome to the Rebel Radio Podcast. This is Mark, your host with the most, and it's birthday weekend, I guess. Yeah, half a century. Holy fuck.
Happy birthday, dude.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. I'm here to roast the host. No.
That's not you imitating a John Woo movie. That's just how you move now.
Oh, shit, man.
Damn.
Yeah. Fuck, man. 50 years old, dude. Man, I feel good for 50, man. I mean, I'll take it,
There we go.
50's the new 30.
Yeah, there might be some body parts that creak a little bit more, man. My hair might be getting a little grayer, and I might get off that couch a little bit slower, but otherwise, yeah, I feel pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's what it is, man. You can't stop it. You just gotta embrace it, man. Hey, I honestly think I'm pretty fucking sexy still for 50 years old. I get told all the time I don't look 50, so I'm gonna take that, man. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna get the fucking lady swooning and be like, yeah, look at that boy.
Isn't that the same age that Rocky went back in the ring? So it's like,
they're not lining up behind me, so
yeah,
the ladies that is. So, But our former co-host, friend of the show, Frank, tried to. I'm going to call this bitch out on this. Tried to tell me that he looked better than me at 52, almost 53. I straight up said, "How the fuck do you figure, man? You look fat and old, and you're much more grayer than I am." I was like, "Sorry, man, but you look like you're almost 60."
And then he doesn't groom. Sometimes
he doesn't groom. He looks like a bum. Who knows what he's going to look like tomorrow when he shows up at the birthday celebration? So fuck you, Frank. You look way older than me. I will straight up call you out on that. And
Frank said that?
Yeah.
He did.
Try to say he didn't look as old as me. How the fuck you figure, man? Because I'm not tooting my own horn. I don't look 50. You guys know this. I really don't.
No.
Yeah.
Well, at least he matches his IQ. His age matches his IQ, right?
Right.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
Love you, Frank.
But yeah, man. The rebelradiopodcast.com for all your Rebel Radio needs, as always. And follow us on social media so you don't miss a thing. And you can listen to us on all the apps that you want. And even listen to us on YouTube. Not video on there, not yet anyway, but you can listen to us there. And so wherever you're listening to us, we do appreciate it. As always, as we been doing this for 12 years, man. 503 episodes now and going forward, and lots of fun, man. And we do make it a tradition we started a few years back of picking a birthday person gets to pick his movie that month or that week. And me and Matt's are always back-to-back months, and we got Long has to wait till January for his. But it's fun to do that, man. And me and Long usually have the badass picks, and Matt's like, what the fuck is this guy making us watch?
So what are the rules of birthday picks?
I
just assumed it was like a childhood pick.
There's no real rules to it. Just no porn, and nothing that sucks, Matt. But yeah,
it can't suck. It can be questionable, but it can't suck.
And like, what are the choices you gave us?
Like, if you came and told me we were going to do The Notebook, I'm going to be like, no, we're not doing.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it. I'm a Ryan Gosling
I'm just saying,
fan
I do
now.
have, as the boss of the show, I have some veto rights.
There's some things you just can't do.
Yeah.
I'll watch The Notebook, Matt. If you picked it,
he's trying to get some from you, Matt. He's like, man, I'll watch it with you, Matt.
Let me tell you guys something. All right, here's a secret to dating women. It's like you watch freaking Pride and Prejudice, and you talk about it to a woman you're interested in, and you are going to build that connection real quick.
So Pride and Prejudice is a guaranteed pussy movie?
Yes. To get you pussy, yeah.
I'm gonna try that out.
Yeah. watch a woman movie made for a woman, and then just watch it, and then like popular movie among women, not some niche, movie like Shakespeare in Love, or I don't know.
Shakespeare in Love.
No, it's not a niche movie.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Or The Notebook.
Well, isn't The Notebook a sappy fucking movie? So
I have no idea. I've
that
never
might
seen
just
it.
depress her afterwards. You know, I don't know. Yeah. So birthday pick week, man. That'll be next month, and yeah. But yeah, man. No, thank you guys, man. It is a pretty cool birthday. I already started out. Well, we're recording this night before birthday celebration, and I know Matt unfortunately can't make it, but that's all right. I'll forgive him about 10 years from now. But no, man. I got to give a shout out to my friend Brian. He's been on the show before for hooking me up with the Mick Foley Hardcore Legend autograph from WrestleCon. That was really cool. And Long for the Transformer G1 Power Master Optimus Prime. That is dope as fuck. Matt, a couple cool T-shirts, which are pretty rad. I think I might even sport that Soundgarden shirt tomorrow when I go to the party.
Nice.
So yeah, man. Thank you guys so far, and it's just beginning. And not that I ever expect anything from anybody. I appreciate the gratitude. But at the same time, I go to the birthday party tomorrow. Hopefully, I walk out there with some motherfucking money cash or some gifts or whatever. I'm just kidding. So,
y'all better give me some money.
Yeah, you get to, you're 50 years old. You get the right to be a little fucking greedy. Like, look, you little motherfuckers. No, you better bring me some shit.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. My kids got me some stuff.
It's my party and I cry if I want to. Cry if I want to.
That's damn right. My kids got me some stuff by spending my own money, which is, I'm wondering how that works. Which I don't know what it is. They're going to give it to me tomorrow tomorrow afternoon before we leave. I went out to haul all the way over there. And then my oldest, he bought us tickets to Survivor Series in November for WWE. I'm super excited about that. I will, after Survivor Series, I will have gone to a Survivor Series and a WrestleMania. So I will have 2 of the big 4 PLEs done in my lifetime, which is pretty cool.
So, very cool.
It's going to be pretty awesome at Dyken Park where the Astros play. So pretty neat. So enough about me. You guys are doing well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, doing well.
So, I don't want to make it all about me. Not going to be all about me this week. I'm not going to be a diva.
Nah, yeah, I can't complain. I fixed some stuff around the house, and I didn't electrocute myself or burn everything down, so it was a win.
It's usually good.
Yeah.
Or fix or try to repair something and end up making it worse.
Yeah, like freaking tool time or something. You just destroy
Even
it.
Hey man, I feel
Toyota.
accomplished too of that. That tire that I fucking hit that curb.
Yeah,
man, dude. I bought that sealant stuff. I bit the rim back in place. I put the sealant in. The next morning, it was still a very small leak, so I deflated the tire again. Did a second layer of sealant. Let it sit overnight. Well, I reinflated the tire before I went to bed. Got up in the morning, did the spray test. It's holding. It's back on the car. Matt, you'd be proud of me. I repaired my own fucking tire, man, because I'm usually calling you or my brother for car help.
Good, man.
So save me some money there. $15 for the sealant instead of having to buy a new wheel or something. So
yeah.
The guy at AutoZone was very helpful. He's like, "Yeah, man, this stuff works." I go, "Are you sure?" He goes, "Yeah, man." He goes, "Trust me. You deflate the tire. You run this under like paint, let it sit a little bit, reinflate your tire, and it's going to seal it up." I was like, "All right, man." The guy, because nowadays AutoZone ain't like it used to be. They're not. Yeah, you used to go to AutoZone, they'd be knowledgeable as fuck, right?
Yeah.
Now you never know what you're going to get. But this guy was very helpful.
AutoZone used to only really hire previous mechanics or people with mechanical experience.
Right.
Now it's kind of some people, it's their first job,
Yeah. This guy was good, man. I took his word for it. I even said, "Hey, man, if it doesn't work, can I bring it back?" And he was like, "Well, if you open it, I'm not supposed to, but if it doesn't work, you can bring it back." He even offered that. So,
all right. Not bad.
So, yeah. So I did it. So pretty cool.
Which location?
The one right there by HEB, the Jones Road.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So news, man. What do we got going on this week? Gareth Edwards is off Jurassic Park 5 or Jurassic World 5. Yeah, Jurassic World. Yeah, we moved over from Jurassic Park, right? For creative differences. We were laughing about this before the show, but I don't know how you have creative differences over dinosaurs eating people and Scarlett Johansson looking hot. Because she's apparently back on for the sequel. I don't know, man. I like those movies. I enjoy them for what they are. But I'd also be okay if they went away for a little while.
How about Jurassic Park with no freaking kids?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's like
you know what you remember the movie we never know in the podcast? Remember Battle Los Angeles, where it's just like the military against aliens? It's just
Yeah.
fucking balls to the walls, cool ass action.
Yeah.
I'd love to see a Jurassic movie like that, man. Like the dinosaurs get out and they invade some fucking small country or whatever, and the military just has to come in and it's just military versus dinosaurs.
well,
I think that'd be cool
did you
as
see
shit.
that trailer to End of Oak Street?
Dude, that looks fun, man, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ewan McGregor and Anna Hathaway. They're
Yeah.
the street block that they live in. All of a sudden, is in the dinosaur era.
Yeah.
Oh,
It looks like a
Yeah,
crazy cool movie.
I didn't
yeah,
see that trailer.
Yeah,
yeah.
but dude, you ever watched any YouTube the last couple of weeks, Matt? Like it's all over
Not
YouTube.
much.
Like
No.
every time I watch some of YouTube, they're showing the trailer.
I saw. You didn't see in the Spider-Man trailer?
I had to run out like 3 times for restroom. One was at the beginning,
Why?
and then the other 2. One was whenever he confronts. He has to fight Scorpion. It's not a spoiler, but it's everyone knows he fights Scorpion. And then
Go to the
the other
bathroom
one-
3 times before the movie.
not me. I
Oh.
had to take my youngest.
Oh,
He had a large icy, and so
oh.
That's
he
why
had
you
to
look
go-
at me, you say, "Look, motherfucker, you hold it."
I'm about to put you in diapers again.
What
Yeah.
was that I went to see? I had Waverly with me, and I told her, I was like, man, it was something that I was like, I told her, like, this is like the movie. I'm not getting up. And I remember what it was. She sort of looked at me like, can I go right now? I'm like, yes, let's go right now because I'm not getting up during this. I don't remember what it was. I told her it might have been Godzilla -1. That might have been it. And I said, look, I'm not getting up.
Mhm.
I had to threaten her life. I was like, you're gonna go now.
Oh,
'cause
speaking. Yeah, that's funny. Oh, sorry.
Very
Yeah,
good.
speaking of Godzilla -1, yeah, it's being presented at the New York Film Festival next month
in September.
in September. Yeah, like a full 40 days before the actual release.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, oh, I wonder if it's open to the public. It's not. So it's for critics, press, and studio distributors, apparently. So whatever. I guess I can't fly to
That's
New York.
wild, man. When did they start shooting that?
A year and a half ago.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah,
It feels like it was shorter than that, and then it's already ready to go.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Quick turnaround.
Yeah, it's though. Yeah, hey, it's cool. Yeah, long. So you cannot fly to New York and sneak in. You
Nope.
can try our podcast credentials, see if it'll get you in.
Yeah. Do you know who I am? I'm from the Rebel Radio podcast with average of 20 listeners
Per
on the first
minute.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta let me review this movie. The whole world's gonna know about it.
Don't you
Yes.
want the clout?
The press, baby. The press.
Did you see? Apparently, rumor has it that Marvel Studios might be interested in Zack Snyder. Thought that was interesting because, I don't know, man. I never hated on Zack Snyder and his directing abilities. I don't know what character he would work best with in Marvel, but I'd be okay with that.
Ghost Rider,
Well, is it? Don't they already have a director for Ghost Rider?
Marvel Zombies.
Marvel Zombies. Yeah, I don't know, man. But I'd be okay with Zack Snyder doing a Marvel film.
Yeah.
I
mean, he's definitely
X-Men?
got
Why not?
why not X-Men?
Yeah.
Well,
I think.
either
Yeah.
him or Michael Bay.
Yeah. No, I don't want. I mean, I don't hate Michael Bay, but I don't want him to touch Marvel. And but yeah, Snyder, man, I think that's going to be good. Yeah, we'll see if there's any truth to the river. So, yeah, that's really it, man. For news, not a lot going on. Still kind of in that post Comic-Con haze. Things are a little slow right now. I can't even think of any new trailers that came out this week that I saw.
I didn't see anything.
The same
Yeah,
here.
I watched the trailer today for that new Star Wars Galactic Racing game. Looks pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Pod
If you're a fan of the Burnout games back in the mid 2000s, early 2010s, it's pretty much the same core team that did the Burnout racing games, and those are one of my favorite Burnout racing games of all time, arcade style.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
so
looks,
I see the DNA in it. It looks really good.
the trailer was pretty cool. So we'll see. All right. Well, I guess we can move on to some maybe things we watched this week, checked out. I went first last week, so anybody want to go first?
Yeah.
Or Matt? You know what?
Yeah, Matt.
We'll let
Yeah.
Matt go since that way we get into some Spider-Man Brand New Day talk in a minute. Since he finally saw it, he probably didn't watch Chainsaw Man, I'm guessing, but
I didn't watch Chainsaw Man, but I did go to see Spider-Man Brand New Day. It's got everything in it. It's got action. It's got Easter eggs, call outs, callbacks, references, emotion, all kinds of stuff. It's got one of my favorite stages that Peter goes through in his mutation, but they didn't go with the man spider, of course. That would look a little weird. I don't know how they would work that into one movie. So probably really didn't expect that to happen. But I like what he goes through. It's relatable. The woman you can't have, right? We've seen that from the trailers. That's not spoiler. That's not a spoiler. He can't. MJ doesn't know him. Everybody knows. And it's like having feelings for someone who doesn't even know who you are. It's crazy. And I even talked to my uncle about it today. My uncle called for some car stuff, and he was like, "Man, he's like, the movie made me cry like 2 or 3 times. I hate them for that." he's like, why?
Yeah,
Why did you make me want to cry?
I agree with your uncle because that's the first Spider-Man movie that I actually felt. It really hit me in the heartstrings.
Teared up a little bit, man.
Yeah, this is the first Spider-Man movie that's ever done that to me. I mean, not even the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 2 did that for me. It was just felt like, oh, this is a necessary plot point.
It was a feel good. It was definitely a feel good moment. Spider-Man 2. You really liked him zeroing in and taking control and locking in there at the end. That was cool. But yeah, man. And then us getting another actor that played Spider-Man in the movie. Awesome. Think about it.
What?
Yeah, we got another actor that played Spider-Man in the movie. We got like 2 Spider-Men in the movie.
I'm not following you. You watched some clickbait fucking shit article. I'm guessing.
Dude, I was there in the theater. You didn't see the same. You didn't see? No.
I can be excused because I'm not the biggest Spider-Man fan. So
whenever Tom Holland's walking out of the hospital.
Oh, you mean that scene?
Yeah. No.
With the Punisher.
Mark's scratching his head. Yeah. Yes. Long just spelled it out. It's like a joke. It's because
It's a fucking terrible joke. Then I was like, wait, what?
It's
only terrible supposed to be a joke.
Well, no. Well, he really played Spider-Man.
He acted. Yeah.
He's an on-screen Spider-Man
to play a diversion. Yeah,
that's right.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, he's an on-screen Spider-Man performance now.
Oh, look, Matt is hanging himself from the in the video there because it failed so hard.
Yeah,
he's
I'm like
hung out to dry here with his joke.
I'm not. This is right up there. Never mind. I'm not even going to go down that path. Whatever.
Well, so before you get to that, Mark, Matt, did this movie meet or exceed McGuire's Spider-Man 2?
I think it exceeds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to say it doesn't, because there's just so much more.
I don't think it could do it without No Way Home. Honestly,
right? Yeah. It was set up. No Way Home set it up. Just like a Infinity War set up Endgame.
But that's different though, because Infinity War is a better movie than Endgame.
Yes, this is true. Yeah.
This is a better movie than No Way Home. So you're right. They set each other up, but they're the opposite as far as which one's better.
Yeah, it's definitely better than Far From Home. That's my least favorite Holland movie.
Yeah.
And if I'm ranking live action Star Wars Spider-Man, it's Brand New Day, Spider-Man 2, then probably No Way Home.
Yeah. And then the first Maguire Spider-Man.
And if
no, Homecoming Spider-Man was pretty damn good too.
Homecoming's good.
Yeah, because the Vulture, Michael Keaton's Vulture, was a very good villain and very relatable motive.
Yeah.
Right.
Both of those would be close. And then, what do you think? Amazing Spider-Man?
Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man is good.
I've never seen it.
And then I say Spider-Man 3, and then Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I don't know. Both of those aren't that great.
That's which is why
Spider-Man 3 just take out the fucking singing scene and it's fine. I don't know why people hate it.
The dancing
scene, whatever. It takes me completely out of the movie every time. Even when I saw it back in 2005, it took me out of the movie.
You don't like Bully Maguire?
No. It doesn't make sense as an audience member. He's dancing and no one else hears the music in the movie. It's stupid.
That's why it's so funny.
That's why it's so bad. But if I'm ranking Spider-Man movies overall, I mean, it's Across the Spider-Verse is the best Spider-Man movie ever made, with Into the Spider-Verse second. I mean, they're both better than any of the live-action films.
That's Sam Raimi's attempt to sabotage the film because of studio interference.
He acted out, yeah. I wouldn't say sabotage. But
I don't think it's sabotage. I think it was more. No, I think his sabotage came with not as much Venom in the movie as people wanted. He did not want to cast Topher Grace. He didn't even want Venom in the movie. So I think that's why Venom's only in the movie very little, because he was like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm not going to put Venom in this movie very much.
Yeah.
He wanted it to be just the Sandman. He wanted Sandman to be the central villain.
Yeah.
So, because it's funny how the Sandman stuff in the movie is great, and the Venom stuff's not.
Yeah. So the Sandman stuff is good. He's got a solid story written for him.
Well, and Thomas Hayden Church is really good actor. So, but so yeah, man. What did you think about, as a Punisher fan, Matt, the way they were able to keep the Punisher PG-13 but still have an edge? And how cool was the Hulk Punisher Spidey fight?
That was cool. I just love that. Frank just comes in shooting, and and he's like, "What are you doing here? This is above your pay grade. We're fighting the Hulk." And he's like, "Oh shit!" And he's like, just whoa, bro. And I like the I like the Staten Island inside joke.
Right.
It's the new Budapest, I guess. I guess with that we had between Hawkeye and Black Widow.
Right.
Which we have no idea what happened there, but there's a Staten Island.
Right. Yeah, it's a classic movie. You see, but you don't see thing.
Yeah, and I like the reference to. Isn't that a Civil War reference? There was what comic was it that Spider-Man took a bullet for Captain America from the Punisher? But in that one, he sealed himself up with. He sealed himself up with his own webbing. I forget if it was Civil War or something else. Yeah,
I don't know. I didn't read all the Civil War. I read. But I see, now that you saw it, we can talk a little bit about. I saw some people complain. The complainers are going to complain about them introducing Jean Grey into the MCU. Oh, spoiler alert! Yes, we're going to go into spoiler territory here.
Yeah, one of the other actors already spoiled it
into the MCU, and and that it's not the Jean Grey from 1960s X-Men. This Jean Grey is hurting people to help her sister, and going. I'm like, you know what? It's okay to have different takes of the character. The base idea of Jean Grey is still there at the end of the movie, when Spider-Man helps her see the error of her ways.
Yeah.
I also think of it's the idea of mutants being lost in the world, which will probably play in eventually, and she didn't know what else to do. She was trying to save her sister because we haven't gotten that far in the story yet, where the mutants are outcast and people are unsure of them. They allude to it because how they talk about how their parents didn't want them. So I think the story is perfectly fine the way they set up Jean Grey. It's okay to be a little different. It doesn't have to be Stan Lee's original version of the character as long as you get to that point of the character.
Even X3, they made it to where her parents did not want her, and they basically, shoot her off to Xavier's school. And then Famke, they told her she was too old. She wanted to come back, but they told her she was too old, which obviously she is. And, I like the reference with the glass. She uses the glass as a weapon. And glass was a weapon in X3. I don't know if that was a callback or a nod, but, both things happened. She was the villain, but also not a villain. She's, Damage Control was the villain. Specifically the leader of Damage Control, which I didn't realize it was like a reoccurring theme, because it never, whenever I watched Homecoming for our previous episode, Department of Damage Control was the people that came in and took over for Keaton, and then the trucks that were going to the facility was Department of Damage Control. In No Way Home, it's Department of Damage Control that comes in and interrogates Spider-Man and his friends. So it's like they've been there the whole time, and I'm just like, just never clicked.
Well, damage Control is from the comic books too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I recall them having their own series.
Yeah, they had their own series for a little while.
Yeah.
But yeah.
From the 80s, I think.
I believe so, 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, overall though, I liked it. I liked the way it set up Jean Grey, because I truly did it when the movie first starts and when Spidey goes to the Damage Control building and there's someone jumping in and out of people. I really, as a fan, didn't know what was going on. Even it had me intrigued. I'm like, wait, what's going on here? I was really like not sure where they were going with this movie, and it captured my attention very quickly. It's been a while since I've had a superhero movie do that. Usually you go into these movies, you know who the villain is from the trailers, whatever. This one had me. I was definitely into this film.
Yeah.
I think that made it for a nice surprise.
Yeah, slight mystery as well. Kind of a mystery movie in a way.
Yeah.
My only there was a small inconsistency where Jean was she hopped into Punisher's brain. It's like, oh, that's a lot of issues there, pal. Kind of brushing it off, but when she jumps into Peter's mind, she's all really paying attention to it. So, you figured if she jumped into Punisher's mind and solved the trauma that caused, the Punisher to do all that, you think Jean would be a bit more empathetic towards that, after seeing that, instead of making fun of the Punisher, when she, supposed to be sympathetic about it. But it's a slight inconsistency right there. But it is what it is. They had to set up a villain-ish role for her. So
some people were trying to speculate why she couldn't take over Peter, and I guess the theory is that because of the spell, he has a different a different wavelength than everybody else in his brain. That's a theory, but they don't really. I don't know. I may have missed it, but I don't think they really explain it. It's just stated that she's like, I can't. She's like, you pushed me out. She's like, no one's ever pushed me out before.
Yeah. It's really good. It's making a ton of money in the box office.
$1 billion in a weekend.
Yeah.
1 weekend.
Yes.
Jeez.
Yeah, I think Endgame beat it by a matter of hours? Fastest to $1 billion?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. That's crazy, man. and they say the box office is dead. People don't go to the movies, but they'll go for big event films.
They'll go for the right film. Yeah,
it's gonna be real interesting to see how Doomsday and Dune Part 3 play out that weekend. Be a lot of people going to the movies that weekend. I haven't gone to the movies twice in one weekend in years. It might change that weekend.
Yeah, that might change.
Anything else, Matt? Watch this week?
Yeah, I'm gonna get made fun of for this.
Oh,
but
fuck! Here we go.
She wanted to watch it, so I watched Devil Wears Prada 2.
Oh, okay. That's all you have to say.
Yep.
Have you even seen part 1?
Yes, I saw part 1 a long time ago.
So,
with Mom.
Man,
and I'm not going to dog you for this because
I will.
it's like that's Mark's job. But so can you tell what was it about the first movie that helped the second movie made so much money?
I think the first movie was all about Meryl Streep's performance as this cold-hearted, demanding person, but found a soft spot for Catwoman.
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway's character.
Yeah.
And Anne Hathaway was able to meet all her demands.
Oh my God, Long, why'd you ask him that? Now he's going to go in the whole fucking
Well,
film.
I'm interested.
Yeah. And so, like, that was the whole thing. And, like, she actually got Meryl Streep's character to care about her at the end enough to give her a recommendation, even though she quit on her. And so this movie just plays on the tropes of the previous ones. Is it
like a repeat of the first movie, or
yes and no?
Okay.
It essentially is, but they just figure out like a dilemma, and they use like the times right now. Like they're like, no one's reading print anymore, So our journalist department is shrinking. How can we make it better? And they bring her back in.
TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah, TikTok. Make TikTok dances.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Matt's been telling us he's back on TikTok, even though.
Yes, I did hop back on TikTok like three and a half weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks.
Tisk.
Yep.
Cat
videos.
Long, what'd you watch this week?
I saw. Let's see. What did I see? I saw The Darkness of My Soul when I wasn't watching anything.
There we go.
Actually, I have some. I got some Godzilla game trading cards, so I've been kind of looking into those. I didn't really do any media stuff except for just playing on my phone, my mobile games on my phone. I haven't played any video games all that much either. So yeah, it's been a boring week for me. Caught up on the anime, surfed YouTube, of course. But it's quiet on my end. So, but I hope to fix that this weekend.
Man, I finished.
Back to you, Mark.
I finished the new season of WWE Unreal, and it does end at WrestleMania 42. It's funny too. I realized that Roman Reigns has not done any interviews or anything for it, and neither is Drew McIntyre. They kind of glossed over Drew winning the belt and Cody getting it right back a few weeks later. I guess some of these guys just won't do that show because they believe so strongly in kayfabe or whatever, But
yeah.
But I enjoy. I think it's fun to watch somewhat behind the scenes stuff. The drama that goes into it. I think it's pretty cool. I can chew that stuff up though, man. I'm down for it. They could have Unreal every week after Raw and SmackDown. I'd probably watch it. So I watched that. Then I finally got around to watching Predator Badlands.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what a CGI fest. That's for sure. It almost felt animated at times. I liked it. I think I like Prey better because I like the I don't know. I don't want to say simple. That's doing Prey injustice. I just like the idea of Prey taking place when it took place, and having Comanche warriors have to fight this mega killer alien. I thought that was really fucking cool. Where Predator Badlands is more of the science fiction all-out battle Predator movie we never got that we wanted. So it's cool too, for that reason. So it had some neat stuff in it. I think
Predator versus androids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was kind of cool to see them open up the Predator world more. We learned like the species name of them. I don't think we ever knew that. I mean, it might have been in comic books, but as far as on film, you got to see how they worked and like their clans and their different ideas of them being badasses. I thought that was kind of cool. Interesting. They have the Wayland Enterprise in there, so trying to tie it in with
Yutani. Yeah.
still trying to tie it in with the Alien movie somehow. Even though I don't know, will we ever
It's
get?
not forced though.
No, but will we ever get another Alien vs Predator movie? Because from last I heard, the Romulus sequel is dead, so Alien has died again.
Maybe it's sacrificed to go ahead with the Alien versus Predator.
Right.
Like speed track it more. Who knows?
Yeah. And then I mean, we are getting a season 2 of Alien Earth, but it feels like we're barely getting a season 2 of Alien Earth. Like they agreed. It's like they agreed to do it so they can finish the story. But I don't think we're going to get the 5-year plan that what's his name that's the showrunner?
Josh Hawley.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get the 5-year plan that he had laid out, except from the way they've talked in interviews. We're only gonna get a couple seasons.
Yeah, I really hate how television is done nowadays, especially on streaming, where
if you don't get the streams, you don't get more. Yeah.
Well, that and the fact that it takes years to get to the next season instead of just wait until summer's over to get to the new season. And then it's like, look, I'd rather see it cheaply made instead of making it look like a freaking movie every episode.
I was just going to say that's what it is.
Yeah.
These TV shows are costing as much as a mega film now, so it takes them longer to do it.
Yeah.
But yet you could do 24 episodes of The Flash on the CW every year. And yes, it looked cheaply made, but it was also pretty good. There were some really good seasons of The Flash.
Mm-hmm.
It told really good stories. So, no, you're right, Long. I'd rather see just good stories if it's a little cheaper made than have to wait, 3 years.
Plus, it challenges like the creative team more. If they have a limited budget, then they could be more creative with what they have. You give them unlimited money, then you're going to have just safe storytelling. Really.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Yeah. But yeah, man, Prayer Badlands was fun. I did dig it. I'm glad I finally got it. Like I said, I bought it for like $5 on Fandango about a month ago.
Well, what did you think how Elle Fanning did? Because I texted and no one responded.
She was good, man. I didn't realize from the trailers that her character is kind of a quirky, kind of out there android. So I didn't expect that because it didn't show that in the trailers, but it was fun. She made the movie a little more fun. The Death Planet idea was really fucking cool, where everything on that planet could possibly kill you.
Yeah.
So because in that aspect, it was different than Prey, because in Prey, basically the Predator had no challenge until he met the young girl. He could do whatever he wanted. In this, it was actually a challenge for him to be the badass he is, because everything on the planet could kill him.
Yeah.
So I thought that was cool.
Yeah. And Elle did a good job of playing her sister, who's straight laced and serious.
Yeah.
That
was cool.
Yeah.
Like I said, a little CGI heavy, but it's the way they make movies nowadays. Saves money with these digital sets and stuff.
Yeah.
But there was a guy in a suit, but I don't think they actually built a suit for this one. It looks like he was just a mocap actor. So, which is
I think he was wearing like 60-70% actual costume, and then the rest was augmented or something.
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
fun movie.
Yeah. That was fun. And that's about all I really watched this week. Just those couple things. All right, well, let's get into today's feature film. It is my birthday pick, as we said earlier in the show. And anybody who's been a long-time listener knows that I'm a huge fan of John Woo and his films, and pretty much covered a lot of the big ones. But a lot of these weren't available to cover until recent years, thanks to companies like Shout Factory and Dragon Dynasty that are buying the rights to these Asian films to be able to release them for American audiences of today that haven't seen them. when me and Long were younger, you could find these movies on VHS and you could find them on like HBO every now and then, but it was still pretty difficult to find them then. And then for a while, they kind of disappeared. They would make a comeback when DVDs came out. You could find them again. Then they disappeared again. Then they kind of made them come back when Blu-rays came out. Then they've kind of disappeared again. And now they're making a
Well,
come. Now they're making a
yeah,
comeback again with streaming.
it's kind of
You
funny you
know,
mentioned that because I grew up on these films, and we actually had easy access to them because we went to Chinatown, and they had video stores, and they would have bootleg VHSs that were already translated into Vietnamese, or they have
right,
subtitles, you know,
right,
on them. So yeah, I had easy access to them growing up, in my household,
yeah,
uh, and they were always around, you know. So
yeah. And but today's movie is A Better Tomorrow Part Two. We covered Part One 2 years ago, and
yeah.
even then, it was not easy to watch. I think it was available on like an Apple was the only place you could rent it or watch it a couple years ago. But now it is
Or a bootleg Vietnamese video store.
right.
Yeah.
I actually
Man, Mark,
have.
if you knew me back in the day, I would have taken you to those video stores, and
Oh yeah.
you would have enjoyed it.
Oh
So
hell yeah.
yeah.
I actually, it's funny you say that because I actually own this trilogy on Blu-ray bootleg.
Uh huh.
So I do own them that way, and I actually have the first DVD release of A Better Tomorrow Part Two that has the incorrect music on it because they didn't have the music rights.
Yeah.
So it's just like synth pop thrown over it, and that DVD is actually worth about $50 on the aftermarket because it's not easy to find. Um, but now it's available. Shout Factory has put these back out. There's a Blu-ray set with all three of them on it, and they made them available on Amazon Prime and Fandango, so you can buy these. So they're a lot more available now. So there's a lot that goes into the sequel, directed by the action master himself, John Woo, starring Chow Yun Fat, and it's a sequel in which it starts out when his character is Ho is in prison for giving himself up in the first movie so that his brother did not get busted, and he's serving his time after the end of the first one. And his brother Kit though wants to go back undercover, and Ho doesn't want that to happen, so he says, "Hey, let me go undercover instead as part of my prison time." So they do that. They get him out, but yet Kit's already going under at this point, and to infiltrate the gangsters that
Triads.
the
Yeah.
triads that killed Mark in the first one and started all that mess. This is like the deeper version. Meanwhile, in America, Mark's brother Ken helps in a restaurant which is run by his mentor Johnny, who the mob is threatening in New York, and they end up killing Johnny's daughter. So Johnny kind of goes comatose and can't snap out of it. And when he finds out, so Mark has to kind of help him snap out of it, and ends up going to China to help take out these mobsters that are running things on both sides of the oceans. And we end up with a pretty epic shootout at the end of the film, which is classic John Woo style. And that's the gist of this movie, with two plot lines going on that are met in the middle. And if you've ever seen this, when Long stopped by the house, we were talking about, there is a bit of a part like, wait, why does Mark or Ken, just decide to go to China? Well, that has to do with some of the cuts that were made to this film, which we'll talk about in a minute. So you guys had never seen this before, huh?
No.
No.
So
I'll give it. I was not expecting all the wild turns in this film. Like Johnny, kind of the main character. When he leaves China, he meets his brother or former gang member,
yeah,
fellow gang member in the church, the pastor. He gets killed. His daughter gets killed. He becomes insane, gets committed into an asylum, and then Chow Yun Fat's character happens to walk by the room, and they're like punching Johnny to force him to eat. You know,
Yeah.
like, let's put him in shock therapy next, and then he becomes comatose. Well, almost like the what do you call that term? traumatized in a way.
Traumatized.
Yeah.
PTSD. Yeah.
Yeah. And he would not respond. So there's a whole little plot line of, Chow Yun Fat's character trying to rehab the guy back into a sociable person. It's like, if you don't want to eat, I won't eat either. I'll start.
No, take everything out of here.
Yeah, it's like,
And then he's
okay,
trying to eat the orange through the peel.
so
Right.
dramatic, so melodramatic.
He cries so much. I think Daniel Day-Lewis from There Will Be Blood would have blushed at this performance had he seen it.
I
David
don't think I
Diaz.
should. You should be comparing Daniel Day Lewis to this, but yeah, okay,
It's
man.
it's very. It was very rough. Just like I think if this is your first Wu film, you're like, what the heck is going on, man? With the blubbering and the comatose. I get he's traumatized, but he just like overdoes it like big time. But it pays off. I will say it pays off after that because what we get after that is awesome.
I think that reminds me of why I was kind of pulled out of enjoying Face Off, because it kind of reached that level of melodrama as well. You
Yeah,
know,
Well, yeah.
so
Face Off is the most Wu-like American film he ever did.
yeah.
Yeah, over the top villains that are very dramatic, and yeah, that's also why I love Face Off, because it is such a John Woo film.
right.
And
And I like Chow Yun Fat's character Ken in his restaurant. He's just a badass, and he's like, "You're gonna eat the rice."
he puts a gun on him. He's like, "You ain't the right." Yeah,
Even the cops show up, and they're like, "Yeah, you better eat the rice. You better you better eat it, dude."
Yeah,
not the
you
very
insult my family.
very short tangent, man. Now that Bullet in the Head is available in Prime and stuff too, man, you think it's the melodramatic, and that is also there, but it's a much more serious story. But anyway,
Yeah,
and Tony Leung's in it, or however you say his last name, he's fantastic in Bullet in the Head. But yeah. So no, the problem with A Better Tomorrow too, which is strangely, I want to say it's a problem because it's actually critics really like this. It was rated very highly. It did very well at the box office in China, just like the first one did.
In Hong Kong, you mean?
In Hong Kong, yeah.
Mhm.
But it does suffer. This is the movie that made Sweetheart and John Woo fall out. They were producer
Sweetheart,
partners.
is he a producer?
He was producer
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
in this, and Hark wanted more melodrama. More melodrama. He wanted his cut of the film was 2 hours and 20 minutes. Wu wanted more action, get to the action quicker. His cut was about 2 hours. The studio stepped in and were like, well, look, we want the movie at this length, and that's why it's an hour and 47 minutes. And apparently, back in late 2025, the 2 hour and 20 work print of the movie was found, and it is available on the Blu ray set by Shout Factory, but it hasn't been put out to the public yet, and probably never will be unless it shows up on YouTube. And apparently, the 2 hour and 20-minute cut does fix some of the continuity issues, like why, like all of a sudden Mark's in China, or Ken, I mean, is in China. Why the mob is all of a sudden going from trusting Kit to killing him. There's a little bit more like how they figure out he's a cop. Some things like that. That are extend the characters things, and Wu felt the movie didn't need more of that the audience would get it, and and they fought on this. They fought to the point enough that Sweetheart left the film, and that's why the film got cut down to what it did. And him and Wu, friendship was harmed because of this movie for many, many years. Um, and that's why the movie does have some weird cuts into it because of the back and forth with them deciding how to cut the film. Because it is strangely edited in a couple of parts, but it's also 1987, so films were edited very differently back then, especially overseas. They didn't have the equipment and stuff that we have had available in America at that point. So that's why the film does that, but the film still flows well. I mean, and I like the fact that it has like this natural buildup, like you were saying, Long, where Johnny finally comes out of it, or Matt said it, and then we get to the end where they just realize it's either us or them. And they walk into that house at the end of the movie like three fucking badasses, and they just wreak havoc, and take out the gangsters. And I tell you one thing that Chow Yun Fat, he does it as Tequila and Hard Boiled, and he did it in The Killer also. But he is 110% playing up his Clint Eastwood look in this movie because Clint Eastwood's his favorite actor. He always modeled himself after Clint Eastwood, but he is owning that shit in A Better Tomorrow Part 2. And every scene he gets, he's trying to look like Clint.
You I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
You could see it from his facial expressions to the toothpick, the smirks he's doing. He's 100% playing up his Clint Eastwood homage in this film.
Yeah.
And he always does it in his movies, but he really plays it up in this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's definitely Chow Yun Fat's definitely one of the best modern actors from Hong Kong. Yeah. He had a really good crossover appeal too, drama wise, and
he won rave reviews for that movie he did with Jodie Foster.
Yeah. What was that movie called?
I don't remember off the top of my head, but
he had a movie with Jodie Foster. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I know he did Bulletproof Monk, right?
No, nobody talks about that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Crouching Tiger. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but Crouching Tiger was not an American, film.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. I actually did like The Replacement.
Oh, Anna and the King.
Anna and the King. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the only American non-John Woo film. Well, he didn't do a John Woo American film. I did like The Replacement Killers. That was a good action film. But yeah, man, he does have a lot of charisma, and he was a huge star. He started out as a soap opera star, and when they cast him, the studios were like told John Woo like, you can't cast a soap opera guy, and John Woo was like, you just watch, I'm going to do it. And of course, when A Better Tomorrow Part 1 got made, and they had Tony Leung, and it also it helped the studio buy into, okay, you cast someone else that's people know.
Yeah, Chow Yun Fat, Tony Leung, Andy Lau.
Yeah.
They came from the TV station called TVN, and man, that TV studio churned out some really great male actors and actresses from that era, golden era of Hong Kong film and television. And and I remember watching that Chow Yun Fat's original TV series that gave him a breakout role, and he played a gambler / gangster. It's a crime drama that he was in, and that's where he got his breakout role from that
Right.
TV series. So it's so surreal in a way, because I grew up watching him, and then now like my friends who are Western friends are discovering him later. So it's kind of a cool.
Well, I think Andy Lau even won the Chinese equivalent of an Oscar for Infernal Affairs, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Which he's awesome. He plays Leonardo DiCaprio. Well, Leonardo DiCaprio plays his part that he made original in Infernal Affairs, and he's awesome in it.
Yeah.
And, so, having watched Part 1, now Part 2, what overall did you guys think about A Better Tomorrow Part 2? I mean, real quick, I'll let you, a lot of people consider the shootout at the end one of Woo's top 3 of all time, and he's done.
Yeah.
This is a guy who's done the hospital scene of Hard Boiled, the lost scene of Face Off, but this is considered, like a lot of people think, it's top 3.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a shit ton of practical effects.
Yeah.
And I think he went so hard on the special effects that some of the actors were like genuinely surprised at some of the explosions. Like there's a scene where Chow Yun Fat, he's blown from the door across the room, and that's a genuine expression apparently, because it like singed some of his hairs, and he was just like, whoa.
I like the comedy bit where he's like, oh, maybe I need to get further away.
Yeah. And whenever he has all the grenades in his coat. Yeah. It's very iconic. It's different than the hospital scene. The hospital scene is is great, but
nonstop and relentless.
Yes.
As I like to describe the hospital shootout.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, relentless, but somehow it, keeps its storytelling going. So
And
Yeah.
then the undercover cop who gets shot, and then Chow Yun Fat has him call the hospital so that he could talk to his wife.
Mhm.
And
Oh man, that's such a scene. Yeah.
yeah, and so it's like having that all in the mix because I think Chong's the hitman. Yeah.
Jeez, I wonder which one's the evil character.
Yeah.
Is it the one wearing the shades in the middle of the day, or
Yeah.
in the middle inside the the
But
party?
dude, their standoff when they're both on the floor is such a cool fucking scene though too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Matt, can you guess which one's the real villain?
Yeah. Is it the one in the sunglasses? You can't even
Yeah.
see his eyes, and he doesn't say anything. He's just got the stone look on his face.
Yeah.
That's something else. I wonder if there's a cut there they made. Like the hitman gets hit in the arm and you see blood trickling down his arm,
Yeah.
but then it kind of just goes away. He shows up at the shootout at the end and he seems fine. I wonder if there's something they cut that
Freaking
explain that.
Johnny gets shot 6-7 times. They still end up being alive at the end of the
Dude,
movie.
this is definitely where Wu started off the endless bullets thing. Because Better Tomorrow, I remember being that like that, but in part 2, man, there's like endless bullets at that fight at the end.
Yeah.
The revolver has like 12 shots.
Yeah, but it goes on for like 25 or
Yeah.
Endless bullets. Well, endless bullet wounds too. Apparently.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like how many vital organs did they hit, and they're still alive and kicking.
right.
Long's character gets shot up and he's still walking around.
Oh, in the first one,
Yeah.
But Wu's famous for that. But I just I don't know. The appeal to me, I think John Woo just came around at the right time in my life in high school when I discovered Hardboiled and The Killer, and I was just like, because I'm like you, man. I did grow up seeing Commando and Stallone films, and I appreciated those films. But man, Woo came along, and it was just something different. Like, just caught my eye, and it's hard to explain unless you grew up in that moment. It's like he comes along, and you see these slow motion scenes and these and Chow Yun Fat hanging down from the ceiling, jumping into to the gangsters in Hardball. It was just so different than anything that we had seen before, and I think it helped that Chow Yun Fat was more of a regular guy. You expected big ass Arnold Schwarzenegger to kill a bunch of motherfuckers in a movie,
Yeah.
and so I think that's why Wu's my all time favorite action director, man, and I hope he's not done yet, man. There's a lot of talk that he wants to do another American film, either with Nicolas Cage. I know he'd like to work with Chow Yun Fat one more time. And kudos to guys like Cage, Tom Cruise, John Travolta himself for doing Face Off and Broken Arrow, who brought Wu over to America. They were fans of his. Quentin Tarantino was a huge fan,
Yeah.
And they wanted to work with him, and it was able for the rest of the world to be able to see his talents in his movies. And now, thanks to companies like Shout Factory, we're able to enjoy these films on streaming services, which is pretty cool, man. And I have to say, I thought the 4K transfer, because it's in 4K on Prime, it looked really good, for a 1987 film.
It did. Yeah, it was a good looking picture.
Yeah, sharp picture, looked good. Because it's funny. This is 87. The Killer is 89. And The Killer, even with the 4K version, still suffers from some artifact issues and things like that because they just never treated the original films properly. Now Hardboiled's 4K transfer, it's pretty good from what I've understood. So, but pretty cool, man, to have this stuff. Be able to watch it. But yeah, it was a good birthday pick, man.
It was, man.
I was down for a John Woo film.
I was trying to see if I could watch the third one.
I've heard it's not very good. I've seen parts of it, but Chow Yun Fat's not even in it though. It's like completely different. I think it's like completely different actors.
I know. I thought Chow was in it.
There might be some actors in it, but I think Young Fat's storyline was over after part 2.
Oh, okay.
Because I think part 3 isn't even made by Wu. It's made by I think Sweetheart comes in. Well, I guess Chow Yun Fat is in it, but who does he? Oh, he plays Mark. So how did they come back as Mark? Is it a prequel?
That's weird.
Yes, Sweetheart directs it. I've seen parts of it. I've never actually sat down and watched it just because I've heard it's not very good. And the fact that it's not directed by Wu, I don't want it to take away from the first two. I mean, it's only a 5.9 on IMDb. At the end of the Vietnam War. So, yeah, it's a prequel then.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. Weird. I guess one day I'll sit down and watch it. Eventually. Yeah, up until about 2 weeks ago, I wasn't sure what my birthday movie was going to pick, and I was going through Amazon Prime, and I was like, oh, shit, Better Tomorrow's streaming? It was easy pick. I think I texted you guys right then. Know what my movie pick is. All right. Well, before we get out of here, again, thank you guys for the happy birthdays and all that. And
yeah.
And the long, we'll shake a leg tomorrow at the birthday. So bring your dancing shoes.
Happy birthday, brother.
And so next week, man, we're going to do a movie that I've never seen before. I've heard of this movie and always wanted to watch it. And it's a pick that Long made on our list because Long loves submarine films. And it stars Burt Lancaster and Clark Gable. And it is on Amazon Prime right now or MGM Plus or one of those. And it's Run Silent, Run Deep. So yeah, so if it sucks, it's Long's fault. If it doesn't suck, that's awesome. And I just got, he made me watch Master and Commander again. And no, I'm just kidding. That's fucking with you, Long. I don't know.
Yeah.
Man.
Well,
I know Long
Matt enjoyed it.
Long loves that movie. I just find that movie, it's just boring. But anyway, but no, I'm looking forward to Run Silent, Run Deep. I'm always down for a good summer.
It's a simpler plot. I think you might enjoy it. So
yeah, and I don't think it's overly long either. I think I saw it's like 95 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
So it should be it. And that's honestly, a submarine movie should be quick and intense. And if I had one beef against Crimson Tide, it's a little long. It could be short a little bit.
I think it's shorter than that movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Crimson Tide does go on a little too long at times, but other than that, it's a great film too. So that's next week on the Rebel Radio Podcast and the rebelradiopodcast.com as always. And you know what, man? Somebody, I was just thinking about this. I watched another podcast this morning and they were talking about Apple Podcast reviews. It's been a long time since someone left us a review on Apple Podcasts. So maybe if someone does, they go in there and leave us a review, and not you, Matt, being with your Richard Cheese name. You leave a review, man. Maybe I'll send you an email and send you some Rebel Radio stickers or something. That'd be cool, man. It's been a long time since we've had a review on Apple Podcast. So until next time, man, this has been Mark.
This has been Matt.
This is Long.
Until next time, remember, as always, just go there and do it.